Hello, how to solve t raised to power t raised to power 2 is equal to 16. And here, we to solve for the values of t that will satisfy this given equation. So t is the unknown we have to solve for. Now, how do we go about it? It's very simple. Solution. So solution, we're given t raised to power t raised to power 2 is equal to 16. Now looking at this power 2 right here, right? So we're going to multiply the both side of the equation with power 2, such that this will then become, in brackets, t raised to power t raised to power 2, right? Then all multiplied by power 2 is equal to 16 all raised to power 2. Now, at this junction, there is a rule I want you all to understand. And the rule is this, that if you have a raised to power x times y, this is equal to a raised to power x times power of y. And this can also be written as in bracket a raised to power y times power of x. So in this case, right, let's assume that t raised to power 2 right here is x. And then power 2 right here is y. Now, following this is in the form of a raised to power x power of y. Okay, but they want to express this in this form, that a raised to power y power of x. So that means that y will come inside and then x will go outside. Okay, so we're going to express this in this format. So that will become, in brackets, t power 2, which is y, will go inside. That will become power 2. Then power 3 raised to power 2, which is x, will go outside. T raised to power 2 is equal to, here is 16 squared, 16 squared. Now with this, what we have is t raised to power 2 power of t raised to power 2 is equal to 16 squared. Now if you look closely right here, this, which is the base, is equal to what we have here, which is the power, right? The base and the power are equal to each other. We have t square here, we have t square in the power also. So what we have on the left hand side, we are going to make it to resemble what we have on the right hand side, in the sense that the base, which is right here, the base right here, right, should also equal the power right here, so that we can then compare the exponents and then solve for the value of t. Now, how do we go about it? It is very simple. Now, so we have in brackets t raised to power 2, power of t raised to power 2, right, on the left hand side is equal to, now 16 is equal to 4 times 4. And 4 times 4 is equal to 4 squared, right? So in place of 16, we can bring in 4 squared. So that will become, in brackets, 16 becomes 4 squared, then all power of 2. So we then have it as, in brackets, t raised to power 2 all raised to power t raised to power 2 is equal to, now looking at this right here, there is a rule that if you have a raised to power b power of c, this is equal to a raised to power b times c. So applying this rule right to this, so we then have it as 4 raised to power 2 multiply power 2, 2 times 2 is 4. Now if you look closely, we have achieved our goal, right? We have made the base right here, the base which is here, to equal the power also. See that the base is 4 and the power is 4. Same thing here also, the base is t raised to power 2 and the power is t raised to power 2. So with this, we can then apply a rule that if you have a raised to power b is equal to a raised to power c, in the sense that since the bases are equal, we can then compare the exponents such that b is equal to 6. Now in this case, the bases are not equal, but the base and the power are equal, right? The base and the power are equal. So we can just simply compare the exponents, such that with that, we have it that t squared is equal to 4. So from here, we have it that t squared is equal to 4. And the goal is to solve for the value of t. So we're going to eliminate the square by square root the both side of the equation. So t squared is equal to plus or minus square root of 4. Now from here, we have it as square, we cancel square root. Now t stands alone is equal to plus or minus square root of 4 is 2. So from here, we have two solutions for the value of t. The first one, t1 is equal to plus 2, and the second one, t2 is equal to minus 2. Okay, good. Now with this, we've gotten the two solutions for t, but then let us confirm, let us check if these two solutions of t will satisfy the given equation. So let us confirm. So let's check. The equation is t raised to power t raised to power 2 is equal to 16. And the first solution for the value of t is equal to 2. T1 is equal to 2. So inputting the value of t as 2 into this problem, t becomes 2 raised to power t is 2, then raised to power 2. So with this equal 16. Now starting from here, looking at this right here, 2 raised to power 2. 2 raised to power 2 is equal to 2 squared is 4. So that means that we have it as 2 raised to power 4, right, is equal to 16. And 2 raised to power 4 is 2 in 4 places. That will become 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. With this equals 16, question mark, question mark. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2 is 16. So 16 is equal to 16. So that means that the value of T1 as 2 correctly satisfies the given equation. Okay, good. Now let's also confirm for the second value of t. So t2, which is minus 2, right? And the question is t raised to power t raised to power 2 is equal to 16. So in putting the value of t as minus 2, t becomes minus 2 raised to power t is minus 2 raised to power 2. So with this equal 16. So let's first start with this power minus 2 and power 2 right here. What will be the value of this? Now we have minus 2 raised to power 2. Now this simply equal to minus 2 times minus 2. And from here, minus times minus is plus, 2 times 2 is 4. So that means that we have the value to be minus 2 raised to power. The value of this is plus 4. So raised to power 4 is equal to 16. So with this equals 16 is a question mark. And by the way, if you have a negative value of the base right here and a even power, the value will be a positive value. Take for instance, we have minus 1 raised to power even number, let's say 2. Now, minus 1 raised to power 2 is simply minus 1 times minus 1. And this equals minus times minus is plus, 1 times 1 is 1. And as you can see, we have a positive value once the negative base is raised to a even power right here. So same thing here also, we have minus 2 raised to power 4. This is simply minus 2 in 4 places. So minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4 in 4 places. So with this equals 16 is a question. Now minus times minus is plus, plus times minus is minus, minus times minus is plus. Okay, and the value is positive. 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8, 8 times 2 is 16, and this equals 16. Plus 16 is same thing as 16, and this is the answer. Okay, so that means that the value for t2, which is minus 2, also correctly satisfies the given equation. So with that, okay, the values of t that we got right here as 2 and minus 2, they equally satisfy the given equation. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to this channel. Okay, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.